7 guys in a forest, a wooden sword, and a campfire? It's not a fantasy quest. It's a journey of connection and reflection. Got curious? Then stay tuned.
Yeah. Guys, this time we did something different. We got together in a special setting in a men's circle where only men come together to connect and reflect.
And it was pretty uncomfortable, the thought itself, when you told me about it. But yeah, as you know, we as men, we have sometimes more difficulties to opening up and sharing our challenges. That's why we actually joined this men's circle, to see if this could be a setting where we could do that easier.
Yeah. What we did, we went into a forest and tried different practices and techniques to connect with ourselves and also with the environment around us, so the nature.
And of course, it's important who actually guides you through these exercises. And
shut up.
That's why we did it with Joshua, who is a very experienced leadership coach, who actually created this men's circle in Copenhagen and is very knowledgeable in this space. So you will see, and he will describe in more detail what we are actually going to do.
Perfect.
So.
I'm just gonna look to you. Or
Yeah, I think
look to me.
So we have the sword with us.
Yeah.
So Joshua,
We'll find out.
you'll find out
what this is for.
Yeah.
Joshua's carrying that everywhere he's going.
Yeah, I think so too.
Sometimes he gets problems in airports.
Yeah.
What are you doing with the sword? Is this a sword? Yes. You cannot enter with the sword.
Yeah. Exactly.
He cannot get away from his phone, even in the forest.
From the zone?
From the phone.
From the, I just checked my...
Yeah. Connected.
Connected?
To nature you have to be.
To the nature connected you have to be.
Yeah. Proper English speaking.
Council Men's Community Copenhagen is a place for men to come together to share the struggles we're going through and create a community. So it's focused around 3 main pillars. The first pillar is regular and accessible talks. So held in, a hotel lounge, somewhere chilled out. No alcohol, kind of like a simple format for us to talk around a specific topic. The second is around physical challenge and getting into the body. So, for example, we recently went to plug-in heat sauna, where we, shared some of the struggles we were going through in a circle, and then went into the sauna, really, really hot environment, pushing our limits as individuals, but then through that bonding and also through the cold, these sorts of extremes of physical exertion that can really create a space for us to come together and also lower the barriers for entry into these parts of us that we don't normally get into as a group. The third is nature. Grounding into nature is a really powerful tool to, again, create the space for us to go back to basics, go back to where we come from, share some struggles, some stories, some topics around a fire. And through that, we bond. Again, all these 3 offerings create this medium for us as men to finally have a place where we feel like it's okay to be a little bit more vulnerable than we normally would, to show up with more integrity and meaning and purpose in our lives, and hopefully bring that into our work, our relationships, our communities. The third pillar of the Council Men's Community is nature. So today we'll be gathering a group of men to head out into the forest. The plan is to have initial meetups and intros, get to know each other before heading off on the trail, stopping every once in a while to take a moment to ground, to open up our senses and awareness to nature, the sights, the smells, the sounds, the feelings. Actually feel the earth between our fingers. And through that, really create this transition from our busy daily lives in the city to nature, where we all come from. We will then head off to a shelter area where we will start a fire, create a little bit of a temporary home, a little settlement away from our normal daily lives, as a way for us as men to remember and know that we all take different directions in our lives, and our meaning comes from many different areas, and we do need to find ways to reconnect with ourselves and with Mother Nature. After that, we will be going individually to have a little bit of what I call sit spot. So time for us to be in isolation and silence. It's important here that we offer some kind of gratitude or gift to Mother Nature and ask a question, maybe something we're struggling with, something that a truth that we dare not ask normally. It's a way of kind of sending out an intention and coming back as individuals back to the fire where we can talk and share our experiences. Around the fire, we have an opportunity to maybe offload or have a giveaway to something that we no longer want to hold on to. Maybe there's a belief, an old belief system that doesn't serve us anymore, or a habit that we want to get rid of. It's a chance for us as a group of men to see each other and experience each other and verbalize this giveaway. All these activities are a way for us to creating a space for us to share our struggles, be a little bit more vulnerable to what's going on in our lives so we can relate to each other and show up better in our lives, in our work, and our relationships and community. So that's the plan for today, getting out into nature, some fresh air, some fire. What's not to love?
Das habe ich gefunden.
No, that's mine.
I found this.
Benny's line.
It was me who found this. I claim it. You haven't found any woods here. Look at Kevin. The task was to collect wood for the fire. Look at him. Where's the wood?
Here's my wood. Yeah.
You're now in your 30s. Guck mal, he has a double chin.
What?
He has a big double chin. Okay, recap from the forest walk.
It was our first man gathering, I would say. I can share my experiences.
Yes.
I really enjoyed the setting, and I think Joshua, who's founding right now a men's circle called the Council in Copenhagen, then we will also put it into the link. In the comment section, and make sure Danish people to check it out. But he created a really nice space. We were, I think, 6 people all together, and we walked through the forest and had some meditations. What it did to me is, I don't know, like by just spending some time in the forest with a common goal of reconnecting a bit with the nature, and also we had some standing around the fire and had some silence time. For me, I had the feeling it grounded me just a bit. It grounded me, and afterwards I was feeling a little bit lighter, and I was not so much in my head, and so it was relatively subtle what I got out of it, but it was really nice. Now we turn around
then it's my recap.
So
time.
our luggage
Oh,
won't
shit.
be stolen.
For me, I had a similar experience, I would say. So first, I felt a bit awkward, I have to say, to go into this like man's circle thingy. But yeah, as soon as we entered the forest, I really enjoyed the time there, and also this consciously like feeling the leaves, really connecting to the nature. And I also liked the meditation and the silence part, although it was fucking cold at some point. Yeah, it was just a cool thing just to collect the wood and then going there to make a fire. It also felt a bit like also
caveman.
manly, and we do a fire here, and then we actually release some shit like just throwing our reliefs into the fire. And yeah, overall, as always with these things, I'm a bit like hesitant in the beginning, but then it was actually super cool, and I was really grateful that you organized this. And
Off to new adventures.